This ain't no game, this that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55, what's goody? Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The mother shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the street, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal Sports Zone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman. We're coming to you live from the Fitness Market Studios North. Got a big show for you all today. What's up, Tom Jeffries in the house? Wayne, Bradley, Wes. What's good, everybody? Look, we know that this slot right before the NFL game is difficult because a lot of people are getting ready for their favorite NFL games. And for us, we probably should have went on live last night, but it would have just been me and Joey again, and Higgy would have been probably.
We could have had Wes saying something that probably shouldn't be said on.
That's probably true. But I miss my other guys that I haven't seen in a while. Sam's still not here. It's his birthday today, though. Happy birthday, Sam!
Happy birthday.
Haven't seen him in like 2 months, but you know it is what it is. Here today with me, though, co-hosting the show. We have a bevy of co-hosts. I'm very, very happy about that. We have the 6-star red chipper, Dalton Pence.
What's going on?
Who is actually his audio matches his video.
Yes.
A little less so. It is, Shawn, I got a bone to pick with you, and that's probably the wrong choice of words there. But we have El Virgo, and he wore the shirt out in public.
Yes.
That was for private wearing only, but he proudly told everybody at the Yum Center he was El Virgo. It's Shawn Barber.
How's it going?
Oh, nope.
I told you.
Match either.
I told you he don't match. And speaking of people who don't match the most, it is our guy, the Samurai, Cody Higdon. Higgy, what's up? Okay, that's his thing for today. I like it because it's not like, hi, talk to you later. But last but not least, he's in the house with me. He's sitting right across from me. He is, and I don't have, that's not, I wish that was my wall. It's not my wall. It's the little brother. It's Joe.
That'd be dope, though, wouldn't it?
It would be.
I think that's what you need to do right there.
J-Mo, Brandon, Larry, what's good? What's up with everybody?
Facebook user, what's up?
That's for some reason it doesn't translate. That's Larry. What's up, Larry? Y'all, we got a lot to talk about, but I do want to go ahead and get through the formalities. The chat line is open. If you want to follow follow our website's social medias, they're underneath Higgy's chins and Joey. On Twitter and Instagram, you can follow us at Card Sports Zone. You can follow us on Facebook at Cardinal Sports Zone, 3 words, or on YouTube and Twitch, I think, at Cardinal Sports Zone, 1 word. We are currently streaming on 4 sites, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and this will be directly recorded for our social media, for all the podcast avenues as well. And I'm trying to, if you see me looking over, there's a lot of activity on the Facebook chat as well. So SD card is, all right. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get this out to the podcast avenues because we're having some technical difficulties with the mixer. But anyway, and if you want to support the show monetarily, underneath my chins are the places you can do that as well. Or if you want to contact us and do something via Zelle, just DM me and we'll do it that way too. We have
if you want to make a cash drop, let me know and I can swing by.
Joey will come by. He'll DoorDash the money from you. It doesn't matter to him. But yeah, exciting night last night. Not only did the Cards absolutely destroy Wake Forest, Jack Harlow was on Saturday Night Live.
What Louisville did to Wake Forest yesterday is what Shawn said last year on they got murked.
Yeah, and Shawn started calling for the murking about, I think it was after the first turnover on Twitter, he started calling for the murking, and the murking did commence. West End Wayne, what's good, my man? Look, it's a party today here. There's no, normally I have a whole sheet and stuff. Mark, it seems like one of your streams is having connection issues. Yeah, it's
Higgy.
It's Higgy. There's no doubt who's having the connection issues.
Well, Shawn has connection issues too because his doesn't connect to other things.
His internet or never mind.
PP.
What's up, Brian? So you'll have to bear with us. Higgy is weighing us down as usual. But Jack Harlow was on Saturday Night Live last night. Shawn dressed up. Shawn, you were Whack Harlow for Halloween.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Can you tell everybody how you spelled the Whack in Whack Harlow?
WACK.
That's this kind of.
Yeah, that's the wrong. That's the wrong thing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to tell you other than that. You basically just told everybody in America that you were Jack Harlow. That would be Jack Harlow. Whack.
He likes to do that.
Like that's whack is WHACK, Shawn. The kind of whack you told everybody you were. Oh, Jesus. What's up, Oos? What's up, Bill? What's up, Amy? What's up, Dominique?
Honorary Oos. Bill Jones in the house. What's up, Bill?
Oh, I've got two Bill Jones. I didn't. So
that's not Bill Lee.
Oh, so this is the
This is CCC Bill.
This is the guy that every time that we get together with him, magic happens on the football.
Yeah, we are now Stella's honorary uncles.
I know that was quite an honor, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
We are I don't know what uncles is in Samoan.
Uncles? We weren't.
I'm gonna look it up because that's what we're gonna be.
You didn't think you were being very oozy. Whatever it was, there was
Dude,
an
that
issue.
was great.
There was an issue. But Shawn, next time maybe just call yourself Whacktus Jack or masturbatory Jack.
Whacker.
The Shawn Whacker. All right, and once again, we do want to send a shout out to our guy Lance McGarvey. He's about to, I think tomorrow or Tuesday, he's about to go have a procedure done, and he'll be back in no time. Said there was no way he was missing this first game, so shout out to him. We love him. He helps us out a lot. Oh, Stella's watching.
Hi, Stella.
Hi, Stella. Would love to be a part of the show.
Uncle Joe says hi.
I appreciate. Uncle Jeremy's the host, so he says hi more, and he's in the bigger picture. So it is what it is. Let's get into it, man. Now look, me and Joey did go to the tailgate for a couple of hours and hung out with our extended family from the Collision Course crew tailgate, and I got a phone call.
Oh, Tama. That's why it's Tama Tonga, Uncle Tonga.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Lance McGarvey is in the house.
What up, Lance?
CSZ, what's up, G? And Logan, what's up, Logan? So quick story. I was sitting here. We were doing the show. When did we do the show? Thursday night? Yeah. I wasn't asking them because they don't show up for the Thursday night shows. And I got a phone call. And the phone call was from a form. And we talked about this on the show. I took the call live. I let you all know that I had talked to a certain person, a former Louisville football coach, who had called me earlier in the day, and I wasn't going to reveal the name because if I did, the whole room might be out of order, but I wasn't going to do that. And that called me that afternoon. Now, I had put in my prediction for CSZ early that morning. I predicted Wake Forest to win by 7. And then this person called me and explained me how he couldn't understand why, but for some reason, we always game planned for Wake Forest really, really well when they were good. He starts ripping all these things off to me, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe the FPI does know what it's talking about. Maybe we will win this game.
No, the FBI was wrong. It was more than a 51.2% chance.
The FPI said we were going to win, and we won. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. And by the end of that phone conversation, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to switch it. Louisville wins by 7. He's like, oh, no, we're not going to win by 7. We're going to beat them 42-21. No, we didn't beat them 42-21. We beat them 44-21. Well, what was the
48.
final score? 48.
Enough.
And I called him after the show and told him he was wrong, and he
Called him a
laughed.
fibber.
Absolutely, Lance. Anytime, we got you, bro. I saw something Sam Perez is going to announce today. Any word? Unfortunately, I haven't heard anything about that. So that, to me, that doesn't bode well. But the basketball coach has been busy, man. Every time I call Nolan, he's at Oak Hill or he's out visiting Trenton Flowers or this or that. So I just don't know. What's up, Q? Missed you at the tailgate yesterday, bro. Let's see. Okay. Just making sure.
Shawn is
Shawn. Q, you don't have to ask that. The answer is always no.
Trust me, we will have a separate episode.
Oh yeah. And we may have live footage from Shawn talking to a girl.
No,
not doing anything because that's still out.
Dang. That'd be like off of American Pie.
That would still be a big step for Shawn. So got to okay. My starting 5 for today. You know what? We'll get to that. Let's do football first. And yes, I do have a potential starting 5 for you for today. I can honestly say I've never seen a quarter like that. Not even in my years of playing NCAA football have I ever got 6 turnovers in one quarter, let alone turn them into 35 points. 8 in a game is pretty standard for me because I know how to jump the routes and slap the ball out of the opposing team's hands. But this second half was truly a video game-esque opponent. Video game-esque showing. Like Malik he was so not pressured that he made a lot of great decisions, a lot of good choices. Yeah, Cody, we stopped that. I'm not really saying the word. I'm just it looks like I'm buffering or something. Remind me of the 85 Bears. I don't remember that. I'm not as old as you are, or Jeff Nunn, who just joined in. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Jamie? No, I am old enough. I just don't remember.
It's almost nap time for Jeff.
It really is. Does this say wait? What, you know what? We'll throw your question on the bottom because I know a lot of people are wondering this, and we'll answer that here in a second because I want to get everybody's thoughts about the game. Offensively, and I'm going to be fair. Offensively, I still love the wrinkles being thrown in every once in a while. I didn't see anything different. That we didn't go back to the design run plays like normal. I didn't see anything different. But it was effective, and that's all I wanted to be effective. Defensively, normally I would come in today saying, well, yeah, the front 7 dominated, which it did, but the secondary was very, very lax, and it just wasn't the case. We cashed in on a lot of Sam Hartman's mistake. He made a whole lot. I made the mistake of saying, somebody asked me last week, well, we're going to get 2 turnovers during the game and we need to cash in on them. I'm like, well, you don't throw 2 interceptions a game. Well, he's thrown 3 all season. There's no way he's going to throw 2 in the game. And then he threw 3 in the game and then fumbled it 3 times.
And then got benched.
I still would like to know how much of that was the play, because I had talked to a couple of players the week before, and they were like, we have finally decided that we're going to rise above whatever it is that we feel is holding us back and just play lights out. And they did that last week. They've been doing it all season, but they turned it up last week versus Pitt, and then turned it up a little bit more, a lot more yesterday. I really do want to give Brian Brown his flowers. I just don't know, other than saying, hey, let's blitz every time. I don't know what he has done. And this whole, ever since Sat said he was, no, this is not, this improvement is not because of Coach Sat directly, I don't believe. But I will say this, if you can find something to complain about yesterday, then you just don't want Louisville to succeed. You just don't want Scott Satterfield to be here. Yeah, there was one or two design run plays. Let's see. I told you all a couple of weeks ago before the run went, and I told y'all on here, y'all can play it back. So we only need to win like the next 4 straight, and we'll be back on track. And a lot of y'all laughed at me, and maybe I was just trying to speak that, and maybe I didn't really even believe that. I was just trying to speak that into existence. But I was told 6 regular season wins doesn't save his job. And then last week on Thursday night show, you all asked me, well, what if one of those 6 is either Wake or Clemson? And I said, well, I have to check on that. That might make a difference. I feel like it makes the difference. I feel like now we've got to win. We still got to win one more.
Yeah, I don't think we can lose the rest of the games.
We absolutely cannot overlook the worst case scenario is to do what teams in general typically do: come out big versus come out strong versus a top 10 opponent, and then come out and lose to a team that was in 1 AAA last year. Uncle Larry in the house. What's up, man? Glad you got home safely yesterday. Jeremy in the house. But I said with the right combination of wins, his job would be saved. And I like Logan's point. He says, yes, no way you beat the number 10 team and lose your job, especially now that we have a legit chance of beating the Smurf turds. That's what I call them. But I think if we lose out, or if we just beat James Madison, I think there's still some question. I think we still have to win 1 out of the last 3 for him to save his job. Let's go to text line, then I'll go to you all because I know y'all have some thoughts on this. Cody said, I thought I saw 1 or 2 design run plays. It wasn't. It was like right in a row, and it was in the second quarter, and I think we went on to score that. Or maybe that was the drive where they made James Turner kick 17 field goals until he missed. Quentin says the defense keeps playing like this. The only game I see is no. Let's not get it twisted. What's up, Rito? What's up, Cardinal? My regulars, my dudes. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this isn't after game
Euphoria.
That Clemson team is just as good as the Wake Forest team is. We were able to disrupt Sam Hartman, and as slow as DJ Ungalele is, and yes, I said that right, Higgy. So take some pointers. We have a chance at beating them. I don't know that we do. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but we have a chance to beat every team left on the schedule. And I told you all that the FPI had us favored in every game except for Smurf Turds and Clemson. We've soared up to 26th in the Sagarin top 25 rankings. If we keep playing the same way we played the last 3 weeks, you cannot convince me that we might lose to Clemson at all. Brian says Quincy Riley and MJ Griffin has got more PT. That's the difference. Quincy Riley is the man. William Lee says that was as fun to watch as the 2016 FSU game. Now, see, I'm an offense guy, so I would put that up there in my top 3 though, because for me it's Sugar Bowl versus Florida, FSU Ali game, and that would be the third one. Atlanta in the house says Walter. West End Wayne says I think the deciding factor in him keeping his job will be not to lose in a blowout fashion to the Smurf turds. That maybe so. Cody says, you think there'll be any staff changes after the season if Scott is kept? If Scott is kept, that means we've won 7 games and we're going to a bowl. I'm not sure there are any staff changes. Lee says Orlando, Florida. Love Orlando. Yeah, we jumped up. Logan, you didn't miss here, bro.
Sagarin.
We jumped up to number 26 in the Sagarin, and of course, as always, we will retweet the other polls. They normally go at 1 and 2, and then the odds for the next game normally pop up at about 2:00 to 2:15. And you know what? We played a fairly clean game penalty wise too. Knock on wood. Anthony
we ended up with 9 penalties yesterday.
We did?
Yeah.
I guess I was just too busy.
There was so much
celebrating.
In the middle of it. Yeah, but
I haven't seen a holding penalty
First half
on a field goal attempt all year while watching college football to yesterday. Those refs were horrible.
Pitiful.
Cody, you might be surprised. You don't think Crime Dog is good enough. You might be surprised to know that in the last 6 years, he's had 6 different jobs and been terminated from each and every one of them after 1 year. So I don't see that trend not continuing, but we got to have somebody that wants to be here. I don't think that change is made unless we go out and we find somebody that's just the best. Wes says, use that voluntary hooker beat. Oh, the volunteer reason we can murder the Smurfs and their mock number 1 pick. I don't think they're number 1 at all. Yes, and that's why I tweeted that out yesterday, Larry. UCF is now bowl eligible, so every team that has defeated us this year is bowl eligible.
Well, we beat them.
Huh?
We beat them though, right?
Every team that beat us, no, they didn't. We did not beat them.
We didn't beat Central Florida.
Oh yes, we beat Central Florida.
Okay, I was just
sorry.
making sure. I was making sure.
Who bounced out? Was that Shawn? Good. No, I have not been impressed by that other team either. So yeah, UCF absolutely. That's a win that looks better on our resume. Sorry, Joey confused me, or maybe I confused myself. Who cares? Dalton, we're gonna go to you first. What I'm gonna ask you all the same questions. What does that win do for our program? Does it save Sat's job, in your opinion? And for the love of God, can we get the fan base to get off his nutsack?
Cool. Good story.
Can you hear me, Dalton?
Sorry, you've been cutting in and out. I'm trying to figure out my Wi-Fi on the fly.
Oh Jesus!
It's struggling, but we're getting there. I mean, I think you've been on the right track the whole time. I think that 7 wins is kind of where the thoughts should be at. I don't think that this win in itself saves his job. I think it goes a long way. I think that the kind of subpar start going 3-3 prevents this win from maybe having a little bit more of a lasting implication on that. Maybe this would have been the 6th or maybe the 7th win, and then we're having a different conversation. But I think it's a good start. I mean, I think we're at least having the conversation from, okay, it's a matter of when to, okay, now it's a matter of if, depending on how Louisville finishes out. So, yeah, you got to beat James Madison and then hopefully NC State. Admittedly, I'm not as confident in the Clemson game as you are, but regardless, you would feel better about Louisville's chances right now than you would 2 weeks ago. So it is what it is. Relish the victory, but I think in a nutshell, this win in itself doesn't save his job, because you could still lose out theoretically. And if you're sitting there 5-7 or maybe even 6-6, you're still having a conversation to have.
All right, Joey, what about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same thing. I think it goes a long way, towards him keeping the job. But you still have to build on that win yesterday. James Madison, what? Are you pointing at something? Oh, championship belt. James Madison, we need to. Here's the thing. I just want to keep the consistency and the momentum going. Like you said earlier, don't get so high off of this win that you come out flat next week. Regardless of what division they were in last year or how many ever years ago, they were ranked in the top 25 this year. So they've been decent enough. We can't overlook that. I want to give a shout out to the crowd that was there yesterday, because you could see on the TV there wasn't, there was a lot of empty seats, but man, on the TV it sounded like there was 50,000 people there. If we could actually get 50,000 people there, imagine how that would be. So Card Nation, if you can get out to the games, go. But the biggest thing for yesterday, the thing that really gave me some hope was Tylen Evans, man. Like, that dude showed out yesterday. He was running like a beast. So if we can get that run game going with him, the defense keeps playing like they are. I'm with you. I think we can beat Clemson. I think we can finish the season 4-0 over the last 4 games. I mean, I don't see the last game of the season, the way our defensive line's playing, that dude is in trouble this year. and they're going to be looking to take his head off. That back body drop that Trey Clark did yesterday, that's going to, man, he's going to probably RKO, what's his name?
Bless you.
Crevice, whatever his name is.
I don't know.
But no, I'm hopeful, man. And I think that, I think it does go a long way in him keeping his job, but we'll see. Again, consistency. We've been consistent over the last 2 weeks and how the defense has played, the limited mistakes on offense. So we'll see how we go.
Look, we've really done well the last 4 weeks because that first week of that is the bye week. We're 4-0 the last 4 weeks and been pretty. Yeah, Quentin, we're just outside the top 25. Brian says if we get to 8 regular season wins, what's more likely? Sat gets an extension or does he leave?
I don't think there's an extension.
I joked about this after the season last year. Huh?
I think neither.
You don't think either? Okay. I joked about this last season because I was so upset because like that was only his 3rd year, and it does take time for college football, especially in a Power 5 school, to get things turned around. These days, our society is not patient enough to let the cake bake or let things turn around. And I said, what's going to happen to y'all is he's going to win 9 or 10 games, and he's going to leave for North Carolina after the season. And I said that in jest, but I really believe that like his feelings, and I know as a coach, his feelings are hurt. You get over it. He's a major college football coach, but the dude still has feelings, and I can't see him being loyal to a fan base that's ready to drop him after every single time that he stumbles. Has there been a lot of progress over the last 4 years? No. Has there been a lot of changes? No, but you have to there's still guys on this team that played for Bobby Petrino. He's got to get all his guys in here. That's why I had, even last year, in the middle of the year when he was losing games and everybody was on him, defecating on him, I was like, we got to give him 5 seasons. And y'all laughed at me. You all told me, heck no, he must go. Bring back Brom. All those nice little catchphrases we've seen on social media.
That dude was quiet yesterday.
Yeah, he really was. He was
non-existent,
invisible. But in no way am I sitting here advocating, I think he's the man. But I think he may be learning, and we may be getting into a point to where this is where the change begins. 4 years, the change. What? We had the COVID year. We had, in that year, he wasn't even hardly able to recruit. And I know Sam, who oddly enough is not here on the day we have our biggest win, because he'd have to compliment Coach Sat and Coach Brown. It is his birthday though, so I forgive him a little. Happy birthday again. But I'm not saying he's the man, but I'm saying that maybe he is getting it finally. And things are changing. Larry says if Louisville goes 6-6 with the win against Clemson or the Smurf Turds, he is staying regardless if we lose the bowl game. I agree that the bowl game is a non-factor because I have been told by the higher ups that it's 7 regular season wins or he's gone. Now Wake Forest wasn't one of those 7 wins.
Right.
Nobody other than our guy. Well, and then I talked to Keith Kelsey that night during the show. He felt really good about us beating Wake because he'd beaten them a couple times, and Preston too. Shawn, what the heck are you doing, man?
I don't know. It's my internet. I don't know. Randomly went out.
Okay. So yes, Q, we are just outside of the top 25. Cody says, I do think Scott taking a closer look at he did. Cody did. That's not true. He may. It's not helped. He's not been micromanaging. I don't know how many more times I have to tell y'all that. He sat there and showed you all. He said, I'm going to let Lance Taylor call the plays versus Virginia. And then we beat them. And he came out in the press conference and said, I called all the plays. He's just using coach speak. Trevor said it could be a turning point game in his career, not just the season, in his career. William says Josh Hurd gave Seth the game ball last night, so I doubt very seriously he gets fired unless things go completely south, in my opinion. and you're entitled to your opinion, but we don't have 7 wins. So I'm going to stick with the person that makes the decisions instead of just getting on this euphoria ride from the fan base.
Do you think that, you're talking about how he kind of, maybe it's a turning point. Do you think that maybe he had let me word this the right way. He's heard enough from the fans and the outside noise that maybe he's like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I do need to change something. And maybe he has, whether we see it or not, whether it's the play calling or who's calling the plays or whatever. Or do you just think more so it's the players saying, we're tired of looking like crap. We're going to start actually turning up the intensity. Or combination.
Sorry, I'm reading this question. Eric, what's up, Eric? You beat JMU and NC State.
That gives you 7 wins.
You split games between Smurf, Chargers, and Clemson. You're 8-4. Set is safe there. Most likely scenario I can come up with.
I think that's an easy scenario.
I think that's you beat JMU and you beat NC State.
You don't have to split between Clemson and Kentucky.
No, I think we will.
Yeah.
I think we finish off the season 3-1. Shawn, before your internet cuts out again because you've been watching too much Smurf porn, what were your thoughts on the game yesterday? Just everything you've heard us go over, I want to kind of get your thoughts. I would ask Higgy, but apparently his DoorDash is interfering with his internet connection.
My first thought, one of the refs fired at halftime, or if they got a post-game meal, I wanted to be and then get watered down sodas. Defense was the best I've seen since probably. That was ridiculous what they were able to do all game, really. Even Wake Forest scored. I mean, one was a touchdown they shouldn't even had. That would clearly hit.
It's not a catch. It's not a touchdown.
Yeah, I know exactly. It shouldn't have been. It's technically 48-14. I'll always say that. Other than that, though, obviously not. It's a big win, but he could go 0-4. And then, right? It's like you got to take it a game at a time. Believe it or not, the coach is right sometimes. We got to see what happens next week. We should beat the crap out of JMU, but no, you always get those hangover games. So.
All right, Shawn, we didn't hear half, but every other word that you
about
said.
The post-game meal.
The refs, and he hopes they poison the refs post-game.
No, it's not what I said.
That's what it came across as.
Said.
So that's what is in the universe right now.
Yoda, what's good? Q said we need to make a bowl game and win that bowl game, period. See, but now you're being greedy. If we win the last 4 games of the season and we make a bowl game, we don't have to win them. I mean, we want to win all the games for sure, but let's just focus on getting these last 2 wins and then see where we go from there. I just need y'all to calm down a little bit.
I don't think Marshawn can come back. I think this was his.
I'll find out. I don't know for sure. With COVID and everything, there was a whole bunch of weird.
I think this was his
exemption season. Higgy, why don't you look up, see how many years he's been here? Wes says, I think the offense will be better with Pierce next year as a more accurate passer and added depth. Yeah, I mean, I hope Pierce is a more accurate passer. I've watched him play a couple games, and he really looked about, no offense to him, but he looked about the same as our 17-year senior that we have leading the team this season. So we'll see. Can Marshawn come back? Our guy Yoda in the house. If we go 8-4, what bowls are we looking at? That's a great question. We'll look. It's not euphoria for me. Continue playing at a high level. And Sat stays. We're 5-3. We need 2 more wins. Sat stays. Yes, he can. He's a redshirt junior. Okay, so then he's got at least 1 season left.
Yeah.
If not the COVID year as well, we don't know how that it doesn't say redshirt COVID junior. So I think we all knew this defense was very talented player wise. We just needed the schemes and develop to put the best talent in. The best spot to make the place. Absolutely. Set is a good coach, no player off-field issues, but leave as soon as he turns it around and gets an offer. Got treated pretty bad here from the fans. Yeah, no, not just the fans. A lot of the media in town have defecated all over him too. Told him he wasn't allowed to have fun after a win, and that's not a shot. That's something that actually happened. So yeah, I run as fast. I wouldn't blame him if he ran as fast as he could. Quentin, he had a wonderful time. He loved it. That's good to hear. I'm glad. TJ hopes that it's not the Duke's Mayo Bowl. No, because you're the mascot of that, I'm pretty sure. Anthony said, Yoda, take your son to every game from here on out. Shawn, you have to, if you don't have the money to go, I will pay for you to go. We are 2-0 in the last 2 games that Shawn's attended and not touched a girl. So we will work as hard as we can.
Football beat writer.
To do football beat writer Shawn Barber. Anthony, take your son to every game. Yes, facts. That's awesome. It was a great one to take.
Larry.
Give the touchdown squirrel
Yes.
a key to the city for sure. No, for sure. So
dress him up in a card outfit.
Look, that was, like I said, that was better than any PlayStation football game, and I'm pretty good at the PlayStation football, and that was even unrealistic to video game standards, I guess. Oh yeah. We got silent commit last night. I don't know who it is, but yeah. Shawn has that virgin look. Hey, did you wear your El Virgo shirt to the football game either week?
I think he's freaking bro.
I hate him. You know what? Oh, and he's the one that's slowing us down.
He was like,
yes,
shirt.
He's got the virgin look. Yes, it was. The stadium was sold out, even with all the empty seats. Cardinal laughing at Shawn probably. Higgy, I'm gonna give you a shot to talk. I'm not gonna say it's successful. It's gonna be successful because Shawn says I'm gonna drop out. I keep losing connection. Well, no, Shawn.
Oh snap!
All right, Higgy. What about you? What excited what you saw?
Thoughts from last night were just with the defense, but also
Okay, you don't get to talk either. You're just. I don't know why yours and Shawn's internet sucks so bad, and mine is awesome.
I'm not sure Dalton's not froze.
Dalton.
Oh no.
He's
he was just staring at something.
He was just waiting his turn. Dalton's good like that.
No, he was just like
he was focused. He was focused, man. Got James Madison. We cannot overlook them. We cannot take them lightly. I do think it's going to be a 10-point game, though. I think it's going to be a closer game than people want to think that it will be just because of the name on their jerseys. We'll do a full preview of James Madison on the show Thursday. I knew today was just going to be us like running around the field with their shirts off, waving them in the air, and that's exactly what I wanted today's show to be. We got an exhibition game at 2:00. If you don't have any plans, head up that way. It's about to, this show is about to end here in a couple minutes anyway. But let's talk. Wesley said my daughter and I are about to head that way shortly. Are y'all ready for basketball? I'm ready for basketball. Dalton, y'all, everybody's shaking their head. And it's weird because a few weeks ago it was like, I want basketball because football hurts so bad.
I'm anxious to see how the rest of this football plays out. I mean, yeah, I'm excited for basketball, but like for the first time in quite a while, I'm kind of excited for the football. You said earlier you're offensive guy, so you like the FSU guy. I'm a defensive guy. That's why I initially started liking the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was beautiful. That was about as good as you can get. You hope for that in four quarters of a football game. We got it in one.
Yeah. Yoda's ready for the basketball game. Q says, same Yoda. Hopefully I can watch it. I have ESPN Plus, but I have YouTube TV and it's finicky. Oh, it's on ESPN Plus today?
I don't know, but go to the U of L Twitter page. They tweeted out like how you can find it to watch it.
There you go. Boom.
Look at me knowing stuff.
I know. An unexpected addition there. Yoda from Wesley. My daughter and I are about to head that way shortly. Cardon says Dalton looks like he partied too hard. Yeah. Fabian says, hey guys, go Cards. L's up there. Are ready for basketball and some more football. L's up from Larry. West and Wayne's ready for both. I'm a defensive guy. That's why I love my Ravens.
Master Yoda's kicked out.
Yeah, and Yoda has been deleted from the chat. No, he's not. Oh, it's on ACC Network Extra. So then that's fine. I have that. I'll be at the game. Rito will be at the game today. I
wonder if he will.
Wonder if we should go to the game.
I gotta work, bro.
Oh, Joey's got to work. Looser. My starting five, I truly believe it's going to, and I don't have any knowledge on this. I've tried to leave Nolan alone the last few weeks because the season's starting up, and I don't try to get any hints or tips or anything during season. I want him to be able to do his job without having to worry about getting his friends' information, which he has never done anyway. But I think we're going to start off with a little Sidney Curry, Brandon Huntley Hatfield. I'd love to see. Gosh, this is where I'd love to see Jalen play the 3, and then Kamari and L at the 1 and the 2. What about you all? What are your all's starting lineup predictions? If they differ from me,
same as mine.
Y'all be good. I'm heading to White Castle. Bring us some back. It's on Hulu. Yes, Hulu. ESPN Plus is included. All right. Well, the ACC, it's not on ESPN Plus. It's on ACC Network Extra. So if you have the ESPN app on your TV, then you and your provider has ESPN programming, then you're good to go. Okay. So that's my starting 5. I'll give y'all some time to read your type out your starting 5s and get y'all guys starting 5s in just a moment. Rapid fire. The softball team finished their fall exhibitions with a win over the Smurf Turds 9-8. The number 4 volleyball team swept Duke in 3 sets and now hosts NC State this Friday at 7 and North Carolina Sunday at 1 p.m. The number 8 field hockey team fell to number 22 Boston College in the Regal season finale. These are from Higgy, by the way. They will face number 3 Virginia in the first round of the ACC tournament on Tuesday. The number 9 men's soccer team fell to Wake Forest in the Regal season finale. You love your Regal season finales. They will host Virginia Tech on Wednesday, and if they win that, they will face Wake Forest on Sunday. Make sure you all check out the photo galleries. Our photographers are, and I know it's unfair because we have 3, but like together they are amazing. I've gotten all kinds of great. Here goes Higgy interrupting me mid-sentence. I didn't ask you for that yet. We have some of the best photographers in the land: Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger. I tried to take some pictures at the Red White game. I don't measure up to them in any way. Let's see. Wesley says same. Okay, he's got the same 5. As long as Yoda says, as long as my cards are playing, I'm ready for football, basketball. L's up, go Cards. Absolutely. Yoda's is different. He's got L and Kamari, Sydney, Brandon Huntley Hatfield, and JJ Trainer starting. I can see JJ instead of Jalen. The rugby team beat Bowling Green, the number 1 team in the country. I didn't know we had a rugby team.
Yes.
Larry says Ellis, Kamari, Sydney, BHH, and James. I wouldn't mind that. I like that. Is the Wake Forest game a game that wakes up Clark as a player? He was truly pumped up for sure. I think that at the beginning of the year, you didn't see a whole lot of people throwing his way because his reputation preceded him. And as you've seen over the last few weeks, they've tried him, and he's really made them pay. So yeah, I absolutely think it could.
He's been tackling beautifully too, though.
Our tackling issues have seemingly went away. Yeah. I don't want to say that, and then that pops up again. Yeah, knock on all the wood. Giggity.
If Shawn was here, we could have him knock on wood.
Shawn is. I'm not gonna comment on that because that could take me into some terribly dark waters there. But guys, what a great day it was yesterday to be a Cardinal. You know, you had the Wake Forest game, and then our Tennessee Volunteers won last night, and then Jack Harlow was on Saturday Night Live.
I heard did he diss him or diss the city of Lexington last night?
No.
Oh.
No, Saturday Night Live.
Somebody put out there that he did, like he took a shot at him or something last night.
If he did, I didn't hear it. The only thing I saw, Lexington was mentioned, but they were doing a hillbilly wedding, and at the end of it, they showed the outside of the wedding, and it said Lexington Baptist Church or something like that.
That was probably his idea.
It could have been. Glad the staff has woken up, but coaching for your job will do that. Go Cards, keep it going. Hopefully, he's coaching for his job every week because I like what I saw yesterday. Cardinal, everyone is going to the ball. Yeah, for sure. Clark's playing emotion was everything yesterday. Yeah, if you saw his little interview after the game, like it touched even the most hardened of hearts. Like those kids, it's like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, these kids aren't going out there hoping to lose. They're hoping to win. They want to win the game. They want, like they are trying to get this done. And, you know, I'm happy for them. I got a text from Monty right after the game, and it just was like, and y'all know I have problems reading Monty's text because he says a lot of stuff that I'm no longer hip to. But this one just said, "Family, we did it," and I'm like, "Yes, you did." Go Rocky Top, yeah. Man, I don't know who they played last night, but their jerseys looked absolutely fire. All right, let's do this real quick. Let me go ahead. I'll let y'all get y'all's last minute, y'all starting lineups in and stuff like that. I'll go ahead and do the as we call it in the business, the cold close. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Shack in the Back Barbecue, Four Peg Smokehouse and Bar, and our good friends out at Derby City Lawn and Landscaping. We're currently working on more. If you would like to sponsor the podcast, shoot me a DM. I'm at Jeremy_CSZ. I'll get you all the information you need. You can find this show on all the podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart. Over 125 in all. Hit the subscribe button, the follow, the like, the stalk, whatever it is. In honor of Higgy, hit the nibble button, whatever it is. I said nibble. Just follow the podcast. That way you know as soon as it comes out. Today's episode will be delayed because we have to go back and re-record it from YouTube because of the issues we have before the show. But we'll get it out there for you, and you'll be able to listen to it just as soon as possible if you were not lucky enough to listen to it live. If you weren't lucky enough to hear all of these podcasts from the very jump, go to the Cardinal Sports Zone. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Hit the podcast tab. Go to CSZ Podcast. Listen to them all the way to back to our first one, which included our guys Ivan Green, Keith Kelsey, Jacob Lane, and Presley, and all of them guys from it was the Big Red Louie at the time. Go check them all out. That podcast was really, really good. It was the podcast that jumped this all off, and we got several other ones. Sam Madison, Dion Branch, that just missed blowing up because it was really the recruiting. It
was before I was on the show.
No, you were on the show you've been on every show since
I know,
number 2. You're a big old number 2. The recruiting explosion that we had a couple years ago really set the show off because we had guys like Dalton that we brought on, and the mysteriously disappearing Cards Hive, which I haven't heard from in months, but they really helped set the show off, and we appreciate them for that. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportszone.com. The photo galleries are there. We've done over 1 million views on the website this week just from the 3 photo galleries that we have. Go check out the picture. Go check out the pictures and share them with everybody. If you've been paying attention on social media all week, you've seen either the full CSZ logo in the left-hand corner. I saw one where you could just see the Z and Jeff's first name in the right-hand corner, or TJ's little mark. Like, they're using them. They always do. The coaches are using them. Their siblings are using them. Everybody's using them. So y'all use them too. Just don't cut us all the way out and give us a photo credit. We'd appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who's out there sharing the podcast. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Shout out to our guys, Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage, doing the Lord's work on ESPN 93.9 The Ville, Monday through Friday from 10 to noon. Guys, I'm going to go, since, Dalton, you really haven't said a whole lot today, so I'm going to go to you first because I missed your beautiful voice. What? Any last words for today? Or anything that I forgot to bring up that you want to bring up?
No, that you You hit on all the points. Good
Yeah,
win.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Joey said it the best. Don't essentially let this game be a hangover and come out flat against James Madison. Sure, it's a good win. You got to win number 5, beat a top 10 team since the first time, or for the first time since 2016. But still, a lot of season left to go, and it's all about getting to bowl eligibility now. Celebrate for the day or two. Monday, get back to work.
Did you all know that? And I don't remember who put this out, so I'm not trying to steal your data and just pass it off as mine. But somebody said with that win versus the top 25 team, that tied him with Charlie Strong and Bobby 2.0 for top 25 victories. Can you even believe that? I mean, I do, because I know that person. I remember. Well, this guy's reputable. He wouldn't just put that out there, but I'm guessing that means Charlie's top. That was against Florida?
Yes.
Or were they saying regular season?
No,
Probably
I think it was all together.
That just baffles my mind. And 3 in a row. He had never won 3 games in a row. Okay, here we go. Bill Jones. My buddy's son, Malachi Tolliver, was on a visit yesterday. He's from Louisville, but he lives in Cartersville, Georgia. Big old line. Yeah. He's a good player too. Paul Thomas says, "What's up, crew? What is up?" Wes, my Smurf co-worker was like, "They aren't going to do them like that. Their defense is legit." And we saw how I honestly don't know what the final score was. I didn't pay attention.
40-6.
God.
I believe that's what it was.
Whew. Thanks, Higgy. Which, by the way, Higgy's starting 5 is L. Ellis, Mike James, Kamari Lands, Curry, and Brandon Huntley Hatfield. He's not going to
44-6. Sorry.
Right.
Higgy's starting 5 is Wendy's, Whataburger, Dairy Queen,
Waffle House,
Five
White Castle.
Guys, and Waffle House.
I made it a joke about Rocky Top by 50 and it almost happened. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Yeah. 44-6 says Brian McGlasson and Wesley Keys. Joey, what about you? Any final words?
Just keep the momentum going. As many fans as we can get out there, because I know I've seen a bunch of the players tweeting out, like saying, "Hey, we appreciate the crowd that was there tonight, but let's fill it up even more. Let's get a better crowd in there." So anybody that can go, if you were on the fence, get on the other side, on the right side of the fence, because as who was it? Vance Bedford that used to say, what was it used to say? Time to get on the train.
Yeah, time to get on the train.
Let's get on the train. Let's gosh dang it, Higgy. We already said it like 16 times, and everybody else did too, stat boy. But
Higgy was the first one. It just popped up on
it just popped up. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, just get out there and support them. Yes, it is now basketball season as well, so let's fill up the Yum and let's fill up Cardinal Stadium. And as always, Maryland's still trash. The University of Maryland. I want to make sure I clarify that.
Fair. That's fair.
Get your pet spayed or neutered so they don't end up like Higgy. Just kidding. I love you, buddy. I love you, Mushroom Man, on the side of your house. What? Yep. Go Cards.
As Q says, hit that like button. Hit the whatever you got to do. Y'all know we appreciate y'all. Y'all appreciate us. Cardinal Sports Zone family. If I were to get a suite for the James Madison game, would you all want to go to the James Madison game?
What time is the game next week? Are we going to have enough time to watch Crown Jewel?
I will be in Atlanta.
What about NC State?
What about for the NC State game? I want to get us and then some of our. Let's go 2 p.m.
When is the NC State
I know.
game?
I'm trying to get off here. 7:30.
Is it the 19th?
Average honky says 7:30. I'm gonna try to get us a suite for the North Carolina State game and for
20th.
at least 3 or 4 of our most, vocal. I'd love to be able to get everybody in there.
I can do the NC State game.
Y'all know those suites are like $2,500 per game. So you boys
Fine.
got
No,
that.
I'll cover it.
Oh, all right.
You ain't gonna, I'm not covering. Hold on. Hit the
All right,
button.
Brian, let's
I
relax,
ain't
pal.
covering.
I'll take Dalton's spot. West. Look, we will getting off here because we do have a game coming up, and we appreciate all y'all. We'll try to get something together. Even if we don't get to go get a suite, maybe we can. Okay. Double-digit underdogs today again. We weren't yesterday. We should have been. Maybe we can do the same thing today that the Cards did yesterday. But if we can't get the suite thing together, maybe we at least get a watch party together for Clemson or for the Smurf Turds. Maybe we should do that. You know what? Master Yoda said it. I do what he says because he's one of the best. I'm about to play that fire intro.
Outro.
The Collision Course tailgate starts at noon. Kickoff at 7:30. Average Honky said, they're going to try to make James Madison love it. We love y'all too. And until next time, hold on, I got to read the. Oh, that's what it says. Until next time, this has been the CSZ Podcast. This episode will be out later tonight after I go get an SD card. Okay, I'm not doing that. Higgy's top 5 is actually Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, Cane's, Jersey Mike, Del Taco. 3 of your top 5 makes me have water after I eat them. So, explosive diarrhea. You know, I don't think they were drawing a penis on the side of your house yesterday. I think they were drawing your body silhouette from the shoulders up. Thank you, Fabian. What?
Higgy's neck hole for his shirt is like the bottom of bell bottoms.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the kind thought. Hate you
Higgy's
guys.
shirt's got a pothole.
Higgy, we hate you too. No, we don't.
In the best way.
Tyree, what's good? You're a little bit late. We're out of here. It's the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. Yeet.
My dog.
Everybody, be a little bit more oozy this week. We're out of here.